Hey everyone, so I did mention in past videos that I do yoga for part of my exercise and flexibility and wellness, so I wanted to show you a 20-minute beginner's routine that you can do in the morning or whenever to start off your little yoga journey. So I'm going to start off with deep breaths, so just breathe in long deep breaths in and out 3 times. Now I'm moving into child's pose. My knees are pointed outward so that I can get more of a hip stretch, but you basically just want to sit on your heels with your arms forward, and the type of breathing that you do in child's pose here is the kind of breathing you want to do throughout your yoga practice. Very calm breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. On, settle into cat-cow pose. So when you breathe in, bend your back upwards, breathe out, and move your spine as high as you can up to the ceiling. So just breathe in and breathe out as you move your spine upwards and downwards. You want to do that a total of 3 times. I'm just doing little hip circles, so moving up and then down towards your heels, just to get the hips lubricated a little bit as well, and getting that movement, that range of motion. And then turn around and do circles the other direction. Now move into plank. You can go down on your knees to move downward into your vinyasa, or you can just go from plank as so and move into upward facing dog. And start making your way into downward facing dog. Your eyes should be facing to the bottom of your toes, to your shins, that kind of area. And then you can start bending your knees, getting a little bit of a stretch in your hamstrings and your calves. Now move your toes to the sides of your mat so that you get kind of a wide stance, and then you can bend your knees and that really lengthens your spine. Move back in and lift your leg as high as you can, and then I know it's cut off here, but you just want to bend at your knee so you can stretch the side of your hip. Then I'm just doing little leg circles to also get those hips stretched out and get that range of motion. Bring your foot forward and step it down by your hands. Breathe in as you lift your arms up into Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana, and then move into Warrior 2. You just want to set your heel down and then breathe out as you move into Reverse Warrior. Every movement that you do should have a breath, so you want to make sure to breathe in and breathe out with every movement. Next we have extended side angle pose. You can rest your arm on your knee for the first time, and then as we move through this posture again, you can set your arm down to the ground. So moving back into Reverse Warrior, remember to breathe in and breathe out with every move. If you have a block handy, it's very useful to set your arm down if you are not as flexible and can't reach the ground. Then you want to hook your arms around your thigh and hold in that position. It will be tough on your legs. It is kind of a thigh workout, but just hold in there. So you can make your way out of that pose and move into your vinyasa. So bend forward, up into upward facing dog. Then I kind of roll over my toes as I make my way into downward facing dog. And we'll go on to the other leg. So lift and open up your hip as you bend the knee. Remember to breathe. I'm also doing hip circles. And then move your foot up towards your arms and make your way up into Warrior One. Breathe out as you move into Warrior Two. And breathe out as you go into Reverse Warrior. Then we're going into extended side angle pose again. And breathe out as you go into Reverse Warrior. Extended side angle pose again. Bring your arms around your thigh and hook them in the back as you hold this pose. And then you can make your way out of this pose and go into your vinyasa. Breathe in, make your way to upward facing dog, and then move into downward facing dog. Hop up towards your hands, move into flat back, so you can rest your hands on your knees, but make sure that your back is facing forward and parallel to the ground as you bend over. Then fold over as far as you can downward, stretching out the hamstrings. Move all the way up and then swan dive down. Make your way to your vinyasa again. Upward facing dog, breathe in, breathe out as you make your way to downward facing dog. I'm lifting my foot up again as high as you can and bring it in towards your hands. Move up into Warrior One, then quickly move into Warrior Two. Straighten both legs, and we're going to go into triangle pose. So you want to reach forward as far as you can, and then reach downward. You can also rest your hand on your shin if you are not as flexible, or you can use a block to help you out. So you want to place your arm on the ground or on the block, reach the other arm up. Breathe in as you make your way up. Switch legs, so have the other leg pointing forward. Move as far as you can forward and then as far as you can down. Now we're going to move into wide-legged forward bend. You want to make sure that your toes are pointed inward just a tad bit. You can also hook your arms up to stretch your shoulders and move as far as you can downward, stretching out your legs and your shoulders and your hips and inner thighs. Make your way back up. You can stretch your legs further down to get a deeper stretch. You can grab onto your toes or your legs, or you can just sway back and forth by hooking your arms forward as I'm doing here. Jump or step back into plank. And you can bend all the way down to the ground. Moving into locust pose, Shalabhasana. Squeeze your leg and butt muscles as you move your shoulders up off the ground and your feet. And then bring everything down and rest. Now we're moving into bow pose. You You want to lift everything off the ground as you hold onto your feet. Then bring everything down and rest again. Moving back into child's pose, you want to regain proper breathing. And then if you want to, this is the challenge for the day. You can go ahead and grab a pillow, and we're going to go into crane pose. So to start off for this pose, we're going to go into malasana. You want to extend your toes in the same direction as your knees are pointing and just sit your butt basically down to stretch out the hips. So Bakasana is a challenge pose. It is, you need to work on getting your balance right in order to do this pose. Place your knees on your upper arms around the tricep area. You want to make sure to rest it nicely, and then slowly move your weight forward, getting that balance on both sides. You can start out by just lifting one toe or one leg, and then soon you'll be able to bring your balance and hold this pose. You want to have a pillow there when starting out, just in case you fall too far forward. It's just for safety precautions. You can go ahead and just give yourself a little rest, and we'll try this pose one more time. You can even pause the video and try it a couple more times if you wish, but I'll give you a different angle to view it from. So I'm just going to show you it again one more time. Now just make your way to sit down, and you can lift your arms up into an L shape and go into a nice forward bend. At first, you want to make sure to keep your back as straight as possible, so don't go for length in terms of your forward bend, but keep your back straight to get the proper stretch. And then we can move into just completely going as far as we can, forward bend, rounding your back to get a deeper stretch. Moving into Baddha Konasana, you can have your feet open as a book, or keep your feet together and just fold forward to stretch out your hips. Now this next stretch is easier to get into if you start with downward dog, and then you bring your foot forward and sit down to stretch out your glutes, your butt, and the side of your hip. Fold over your leg. If this does hurt your knees, it puts quite a bit of pressure on the knees. You can go into a different stretch where you lay on your back and then cross one leg over the other leg, and then just pull your thigh in. Lift up into downward facing dog and go to your other foot. You can put your arms on your back for support as you bend backwards. Then if you want, you can bring one arm down to your heel or your calf area as you bring the other arm up above your head, and you can face upwards to get a deeper stretch in the side of your torso and your back, and then do the same thing on the other side. Now we'll make our way down to our back and do a little twist for the spine. So you want to bring one leg over and arms facing outwards and face the opposite way that your foot is bent. Move into the other leg. One more move before Shavasana. We'll go into Happy Baby. Hold your feet on the outside, keeping your arms on the inside of your knees, and just rock back and forth to give that spine a little bit of stretching and movement. Stretch out your hips as well. And now just lie down however you wish. I like to bring my feet in together to let my knees kind of fall onto the side as I bring my arms outward. And now we get to relax. I follow Fight Master Yoga here on YouTube for most of the yoga routines that I do, and she always finishes off with a quote, which I really love. So that's what I'm going to do here, and this one is by Albert Einstein. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So if you feel like you're trapped in this kind of routine life, maybe it's time to make a little change or even a big change. Just stir up something to bring back some excitement in your life or even to change your perspective about the world. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you feel happy and ready to challenge your day, or if you're doing this at nighttime, to have an awesome rest for the next day. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!